8 years ago, I blew my football career. I can play drugs. I'll play someone else. You were born for this moment. He's trying.
And just to be able to tell your story, regardless of how they accept it, everybody always talking about, man, if I was AI, I would do this. Bro, you're not.
Yeah, what up, y'all? This is Joe Crack the Dome, your boy Jay. You know what it is, it's Joe and Jay, the show. You already know every show legendary, every show iconic. Today, we remain to keep our word. You know what I mean? Today's guest, when you just think of the word real, when you think of football, that's football. Okay, shit, Jada. You know what I mean? When you just think of a different cloth, you think of
99 everything.
Greatest of all time. When you look at NBA players come out of the tunnel, used to get fined every day. Now they want to see what the players is coming out with the gear they got. He still don't get. He still hasn't got his proper just due for being the starting the tunnel, the crossover. Oh. Heart as big as a giant. I could go on for years and years and years. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our brother Allison, Allen Iverson, Bubba Chuck, my brother of all brothers, Bubba Chuck Iverson. Little producers, please.
Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes.
Welcome to the show.
Right, I almost fucked up myself. You know, it was my fault.
Your phone about to go. It's not phone ring. He almost rubbed off with the show.
I almost did.
What's up, bro? You know what I realized? I never knew that before because I feel like I have a special relationship with you.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm your brother. I've been in your wedding. I've been there. Like the whole career, Mom, you know, I used to drive down to Philly. I realized you got a special quality. You make everybody think they're your brother. This guy thinks he's your brother too.
Sure.
Listen, let me explain something to you. I thought me and you, but he talked to you the same way. You got a bunch of friends that think
99 overall, everything, man. How we gonna compete? How we gonna stack up? We missed the off season. Couldn't do much.
It's just who I am.
What we gonna do?
Who I am. What type of dude I am.
How we gonna come out?
But for some reason, you know, I attract the worst motherfuckers in the world and the best. You know what I mean? And that's the hardest part about navigating through life.
Let's do an end time, man.
You gotta pick which one is which. You know what I mean? You guys been around with me for decades. You know what I mean? We've had this relationship, dog. We were 20 years old. You know what I mean? And we still here, still standing. The relationship, nothing but, didn't do anything but flourish. You know what I mean? We got closer and closer over the years.
Look at him, Clutch. I need the love. Like,
yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Usually he start hating towards the end of the show. What is
Look, you know what's dope though? Like when we see each other in passing, yeah, we talk to each other on the phone, whatever. We bump into each other a lot. You know what I mean? Just being in the same places. But it's real shit when you know the person's cool. They're everyday guy. You know what I mean? That's when you know it's authentic. You know what I mean? When you know the homeboys, you ain't just walking up to him and, you know, you just happy to see your man. You know what I mean? Then your dogs too. You know what I mean? And that's legendary.
Oh, you know, you think about it too.
My dog right there.
We appreciate you for that. He just, you know, that was a huge look for him. You know what I'm saying? When you're going out in the real one.
I think the sense of urgency on this team
He
is
did
actually
Maul
gone
at
up.
Philly.
A lot of people
For sure.
patted him on the
There's a
back
bunch
last year.
of
Yeah, he didn't win it all, but you made it to the
that's the
playoffs.
first
Nice
time we
job.
took
They're
Muslim Fury
hungrier
too.
than they were a season ago.
That
Let's see
shit
if that shows
different,
itself
huh?
here today.
Yeah.
And he'll be
And I want to buy. Like, let me tell you something. A lot of my friends are Muslim. Best guys in the world. I want to buy. I want people to cry. I want people to come to tears. Like this was like real militant, right? We went out rapping parties. So happy body, but then the ladies over here, and then can't talk. He's God. He's talking to Allah right now. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to cry. I'm trying to like, yo, it's a funeral. You know what I'm saying? But it was
In there. Make the fucking tackle, brother. Like, let's go. It's the season now. Let's fucking go. Ain't no time to be pussyfooting. Make the tackles. Let's go.
Even tied up for sure. Because he's originally from the Bronx. And he used to talk mega shit about Fat Joe and Terror Squad. And hey, you know, I want to get the mom. Like, you remember the first place I ever met you? I tell you.
We in there. Oh! He broke the tackle.
Lojo was up. I'm telling you, these kids.
Come on, fellas.
Wow, to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position.
The point is, I gotta show him Virginia.
He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go
$2
pick it up,
to
and
work
that's
together.
exactly what they did.
He's just going to college and all that, but you came up to me. You had a bunch of dudes with you. Y'all opened your army fatigue. It was like a fucking movie. And I said, it was a dark parking lot after the show, and you just walking up with all these. I don't know who the fuck you is. You walking up with all these people.
Understanding the stage, play sound.
I call it Chuck, number one nigga in the I'm going to lead this, that. That's how I met you. And you walked off, and I was like, who is that guy? Because I knew it was something special about you when I met you there. That's the first time I ever met you in the parking lot after the show. And you just came up and the whole crew had room to take that. Y'all walked up, he was before the bread and all that. Y'all walked up and he was like, yo, I'm that dude. You gonna see me. I was like, all right, my brother, from there, you know, we always saw each other.
I like to say it don't matter how much money you got or how much you work. It's how you to get on the phone.
And there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
What's going on? You have to sleep with me, bro. And Mom's just here. Mom, you know we're not playing that. You know, Mom. Yo, why you playing with me? I did something to you.
I do that. So he can't get me on the phone either.
No, he could get you on the phone. Yo, bring that over here. I got something for you that you deserved a long time ago, my brother. That's why I'm a little late.
You gonna do that?
Nah, brother. Just need you.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You cursed me out one day because you ain't had one. You should have been had one. Nah, brother, because he's my business partner. He's in on that. But that shit, you know, you deserve that a long time ago, man.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, I finally got my deal here. Big TS, man.
You see it, Raul? That might be on it.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster.
He ran that shit and got yards. Fuck out of here. That's a bum ass play. That shit never worked for me.
We are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Whitechapel, here are Patriot Software's founders. Most big corporations have blue or red logos, but we're not corporate or poor.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Oh my God, our businesses. We'll go with the purple logo to represent all American businesses, because that's what we care about. We don't need for Wall Street or private equity. The only answer to our accounting, payroll, software customers, Main Street USA. Go purple and go Patriot Software.
Execution on that throw and catch.
But you other guys come on the show, thanks for coming. He ain't get cheap TFC. He got that shit. Like, don't come up here with that shit. They give you a bubble gum up. 25 cent Jacket Jack joint. Bracket Jack.
I knew that was coming too. I couldn't get the adjustments done.
What about the new Dr. Series? Tell us about it. Man, look. Say the last.
We're gonna get a stop next time. We should have got a stop there. We're gonna get a stop next time.
Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Every devil with suck. You know what I mean? Anything fucking.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
No, this shit. He's a liar. He's a wimp. He's a shrimp. Right? He's a peon. You know what I mean? He's a manipulator. He preys on the weak. He preys on the people that don't believe in God. You know what I mean? He's just a sucker. And my journey proved that the ups and downs in my life, the turbulent times, the times where you fall down, and then you believe in Him so much that He enables you to get back up, brush yourself off, keep on going. My mom told me at 8 years old I could be wherever I wanted to be in life. And I actually believe, you know what I mean? All those times my friends in the store garden, used to tease me, Chuck, you know what I'm saying, going to the NBA. Nigga, I'm about to go to the NBA. You know what I mean? He hit this. He took this line. You know what I mean? Come on, Chuck. You know what I mean? He ain't making it. Come back in the crib, fine and all that. Mom said I can't do it without. That you can do whatever you want. In that moment, at 8 years old, I knew that I would be here right now today because of those words that came from her. You know what I mean? And then navigating through this life, all the things I've been through, all the turbulent shit, the ups and downs. You know what I mean? My grandma told me before I got sentenced, the day they sent me to jail, I was 17, I was 8 years old, they waited till I turned 18 to try me as an adult. 18 years old. And that morning I said, man, why are they doing this to me? If they know that I didn't do what they were doing, why is this happening? Why is God letting this happen? And she said, son, don't you ever question God. And I never had. You know what I mean? From that point on, I never questioned God. Anything that happens growing in my life, you know what I mean? I've been through a lot in my life. You know what I mean? I've been through, like you talking about Rock Boogie, different friends of mine, Truth. You know what I mean? A lot of guys that I love. You know what I mean? A lot of people in my life and my family that passed away. Different things happening in my career. Even getting to a point where my money was funny. The lowest part of my life with getting divorced. You know what I mean? From a girl that I've been with my whole life.
That man bless you for lowest.
You know what I mean?
I know everything.
And it's like,
right
I never.
When you take this over, you get a miracle check.
What?
Bang, bubble chuck back like a motherfucker. Yeah.
Never questioning them though.
Bullshit, man.
It's a gift, right? You know what I mean? This documentary is.
Come on, we got guys that got the actual shit. Come on.
It's so cliche.
Niggas is just throwing them to the side. Fuck out of here, man.
Entertainers, athletes.
Shit's so wide, bro. 99 everything.
You know what I mean?
99 everything. Drag route me to death. Fuck out of here, man. This is ass, bro.
Through us and believe through us. You know what I mean? People look at it and Chuck the nigga, I know I can. And that's the message. That's the gift. To show you everything that I went through, throughout my life. And being an open book.
Let's get back to it.
Just be so embarrassed about things that they went through in their life, the ups and downs. And the mistakes that they made. I ain't that. You know what I mean? My girl tell me all the time, you always let motherfuckers stress you out and you care so much about people. Why do you do that?
Let's get back to it.
That's not a gift that I have. I don't know that. I try my hardest to not let it stress me out, whatever.
This is easy. When he come out and this shit is easy. This runs central. It ain't nothing he can do with us here. It's easy.
is that I am open to. I don't mind, telling you the mistake that I make. I tell my kids all the time, why do you have to learn the hard way? You know what I mean? And I already did. You know what I mean? Why can't you listen to what I'm telling you? I love you. I want you to do what's right. I don't want you to go through the catch that I went through. I made this big ass uproar. I was like night before last night before last we did Atlanta, the book tour. And Tip told me, he said, he moderated my thing. And he was like, yo man, your homeboys get a number on you. But he was saying it, he was saying it like all you talk about is the pain and the hurt that you had from the dude that you grew up with. Like these motherfuckers, like I was the one that took that ass with him to bring in your entourage. And remember, I was the first one that took everybody from my hood with me. You know what I mean? To show them the world. It ain't none of this. I'm to you all the time. It ain't none of this. I should be the closest thing to Tupac. Because you're the only person I ever seen play basketball and have a fucking after party in every city. We're the realest guys. Guys ain't no fucking.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Bumping my guys off. Bumping my guys off. Come on, man. They let him get away with murder, bro.
Ain't in the business of being suckers. They was wearing the AI jerseys, and I was like, yo, I always tell everybody, I said, yo, that was the closest thing I seen the Tupac Shakur, the love.
That shit ain't gonna work, son. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We ignoring that.
I want to go.
We don't care.
Right?
Son.
Because I want people out there that
I got no wide receivers, bro.
You righteous. You guards.
I got no wide receivers, bro.
You know. All you want to do is help people, get back to your community, help your friends, be a good role model, even though, we flawed. And somebody will attack you.
I got no wide receivers, bro.
Direct. I don't think they're just bad people. I don't think
y'all let him come right through, and that's your blocking assignment. I don't even understand that. That's your blocking assignment, bro. Come on, man. Ain't nothing he can do with us right here.
They coming at me like this.
And I'm boxed up and you out the league. Shut the fuck up. Come on, son. Touch the ball, bro. Yo, Mel's, join the league, man. Stop talking shit from outside the league. You in every stream still, and you don't even play the game no more. What's the point? What's the point, bro?
But he don't never win. You'll lose.
Wow. You out the league, but you watching every stream. What's the point?
Only people want to be like him or look up to him or rock with him. Weak people. You know what I mean? Weak people. Easy to influence people. People that's easy to manipulate. You know what I mean? That's why I talk all that shit about the injustices that niggas did to me in my life. But it's like a gift from God. It's like ego check. That's what the motherfuckers you need. You know what I mean? Look at the people you got with you now. Yeah, it still hurt because you love them motherfuckers.
Alright, talk to you later, brother.
They go to people that you have now. They go to a new sports system. They still
people we gonna figure out is the ones
for sure. You know what I mean? I ain't in it like one thing I want. I'm like me all the time. My old friend. I ain't putting no article in the daily press talking about I need me. Look what I got, bro. Look what I got in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to make no new friends. I got a lot of beautiful people around me. A great support system around me, man. I got motherfuckers around me. Don't tell me what I need to hear or what I want to hear. Tell me what I need to hear. You know what I mean? The hardest thing for me to have this heart that I have, everybody thinks it's like that on the court. Off the court is even bigger. And the hardest thing for me is to learn this the message to everybody, and it ain't just kids. You know what I mean? You gotta implement that word no in your vocabulary. You gotta be able to say no. I thought that I could take care of the world, bro. You know what I mean? And I thought you used to tell me all the time, you can't do it. And I used to think I was the exception to the rule. But you cannot do it, bro. You know what I mean? But now the pendulum swinging the way. Trust me, this going up when you still keep picking.
Not only that, let me tell you something, Chuck. Not only that, a lot of things they say is cliche, but it's for a reason. It's like everybody thinks that.
Yeah.
You know me, same thing. The entourage. I walk in the Royal Palace in Dubai.
And the Tigers
it's a
come to the
little
line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They want to run this quarterback.
So I walk in the Williams Palace. And for me, I tell them all the time, I'm not afraid to say I came for shit. But the crowd just well cool. You know, see my mom's begging the man behind the window to please give us some food stamps for fucking Thanksgiving. I seen the ballers. The reason why I feed so many thousands of families and Thanksgiving is because I used to see my mother have to borrow from my uncle, and you know, it was funny. You know, yo, I need some turkey for my kids. So I give back. But, you know, the crazy part about it, damn, I forgot what the fuck. Why did I start that shit? I'm getting Alzheimer's, man. You know, but what I'm saying is, huh? It's a flag on it. But listen, what was I talking? You should know what I'm talking about. You gotta hear the note you're talking about. Oh, saving everyone was the thing. I try to say, yeah, I walk in the palace and I look to the right. I can't believe I'm here. Me, Fat Joe, cannot believe I'm in the Royal Palace. They wash their hands when you walk in. You take another step and with your teeth, take another one. Big. It's out of control. The guys I bring with me, one of them in particular from the Bronx with me, he all the way in the Middle East, Dubai. His business down to his ass down here. Walking in the Royal Palace. I looked at him, I said, man, I'll punch you in your face. Don't fucking start. If you don't put them fucking pants up, where my man at?
Where my man is. No, my dog.
We in the Royal
Palace. Yeah, I want to hear this shit.
Show some fucking respect.
Get in there.
I ain't saying that.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm walking in the Royal Palace. I look his pants under his ass. You got my man. You want to get punched in your fucking face? You show some fucking respect. A guy like you never been a, you know, that motherfucker still ordering chicken tenderloins and shit. I order some lobsters and shit. I didn't get it. No, what I'm trying to say is everybody can't go. You want to show I got to help everybody,
but he can go. He can go.
Can't go with you. So when you go, everybody, the truth is, everybody in for the promised land.
My man can go. He just can't go like that no more. He can go. He knows he can't go like that no more. Yeah, he going wherever he's going.
Listen, that's not my point. My point is show some respect. You know you in some shit. I can't believe I'm in this shit. And I look at you embarrassing me. You don't know what this meeting can lead to. It can lead to money, it can lead to business, it can lead definitely relationships. They looking like, yo, look at Joe with this dusty dude. Like, yo, you can't play that game. And that's a fucking respect. But that's my point.
It's like they definitely reflecting you. They definitely gotta represent your brain. They gotta care about your brain. Other than that, it's being selfish. You know what I mean? You just thinking about yourself. You know, it's a bigger picture. You know, like I said, my man, he got it together, but he was like that. Wherever I go, he's going.
Today's show is brought to you by our new presenting sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. When I think of Hard Rock, you're probably thinking of music or world-class hotels and casinos. But the Hard Rock Bet app is sports betting, and it's a little different than the other sports books.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
He dropped it. Yo.
Your first bet. New customers can place a $5 bet, and if they hit, you get not only your winnings, but also 150 in extra bonus bets.
Nigga dropped it.
Baseball is here. You can place bets on winners,
Oh, man.
hitters, and more. Plus, you get a baseball profit boost every day. This week on Hard Rock Bets, so you can turn your big baseball swings into extra winning. There's new promos every day, so if you're listening to this later, just open up the app and check out what you've got. Any day of the week, download the Hard Rock Bet app and make your first deposit today.
You know, I already downloaded the Hard Rock Bad Choice. I bet the Rick. Nah, he bet. Yo, the series is executive produced by Shaq and Steph. Yeah. I mean, I know Shaq is your man. They got a lot of Reebok money over there. Yeah. What's up with Steph? Him and Steph doing some production shit? Or,
I mean, they, you know, they just let me go for mine. You know, just like the vice president role. You know what I mean? Shaq, ultimately, he make the final decision. But damn if he ain't gonna let little bro. Like, what you think, you know what I mean? I give him my ideas, and he let me rock. You know what I mean? And then we collectively make our decisions. Steph, just, to me, it's just an honor, man. Like,
yo, what is that route? Yo, what is happening, bro? What the fuck is that route?
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense
like
that time, making up for
you know
what the front end of the defense couldn't do.
Yeah, and then he
To throw that ball,
yo, this is crazy, bro. The nigga never ran his route. Fuck, I'm supposed to win like that.
What is the lead pass? Whatever. I got that thing just for him. You know what I mean? I don't miss no 40 straight games. You know what I mean? I got to see that guy on life skin go.
Good fucking call, Jay.
That's right there. Different. You know what I mean? He's like, when you talk about the dude, like, motherfucker be like, yo, he's him.
Gotta give me the ball back at the top of the third.
So, tell me about rest in peace, Coach John Johnson, Big John. What did he mean?
We doing this with makeshift shit right now. Everything makeshift on this side.
Yesterday, I seen, you know, they put a quote in there, you know, but they put it in there like I said, you know what I mean? But it's some shit that come from him, you know what I mean? And he said, you always listening to guys and your homegirls from in your family, everybody from your neighborhood when you know, getting advice, you know what I mean? Because that's where you at. That's where you know, the older heads, they get it to you know what I mean? What they know, what they've been through in life. But a coach always used to tell me, you're always listening to somebody that's trying to tell you how to get from A to B and they know. You know what I mean? And he was giving me that message and it resonated with me so much, you know, when I did this documentary.
Come on, man. Yo, my team, bro.
Save lives by my experience. You know what I mean? That's what I'm able to give to the youth and to my peers and people that, you know,
Nigga got burned, bro.
I made it from A to C.
I didn't even shade underneath, bro. That's the shit that pissed me off. I didn't even shade underneath. He just got burned.
But I made it from A to C. When I go to my neighborhoods and I go to the Boys and Girls Club,
I didn't even shade underneath, bro.
Stuff like that. So they looking at me, they looking at somebody that grew up where they from.
He got burnt and I didn't shade underneath. He's just supposed to play him.
Right at the dude, you can go over there and touch him. You can dap him up. That's the dude right there. He come from where, you know, parents telling him, he come from where you come from. You can't tell me you can't make it out of here. Because he did. You know what I mean? And for me to be able to go from A to Z and to have an impact as far as my voice to help somebody, you know what I mean, fulfill their dreams. And to me, that's God. God is God's gift. You know you bad news. They have another star in bad news. Mike Vick. For sure. Did you see the birth of Mike Vick? Did you know what was going on with Mike Vick? He was in the same neighborhood. Did you know he was going to play? He was ahead of time. Mike was younger than me. You know what I mean? He came up after me. You know what I mean? Like, he came up on me, basically. You know what I mean? So he watched everything that I went through. You know what I mean? And then I
see the sky blue drop top. Bentley's coming through that bad movie. Ain't nobody, y'all, nobody was.
Where you from?
You had a lot of fucking calls, man. Them shit was coming like. I thought this shit was free. I'm not with you. I'm telling you the truth. I thought this shit was free. The man coming with 3 back-to-back. Shit, he's coming up free. Yo, it's disgusting.
I remember Steph told me, Steph Marbury. I love Steph. That's my dog. I love Steph to death. Steph told me one time he was recording. His man was in the back of the bus. He was like, Chuck, man, why do you have 2 families? The same family, just different colors. Like, for what? You know what I mean? Back then, I thought it was like, Daniel Brothers looking at that one pen.
Yo, this is why the fuck he can't get through. Yo, bro.
We don't know nothing about.
Yo, bro. What? Okay.
He pulled up putting out of gas in the motherfucker just.
Okay.
I was 21 one of the joints ran out of gas. Yeah, I was 21. Yeah, I was 21. Remember, I got too many stories that you did. Real chill. Yeah, I know. I listen to your stories. You listen to my stories? Yeah, and see, that's why I say you want it. That's why I say. That's why I tell.
Mama, you know we got beat up in bad news.
Man, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And you know, Ross started that.
You know, he started something happened. You know, you and me and something happened.
Yeah, you say I got you. He got hit in the chest with a Heineken bottle.
Yo, but they threw him out.
He said I got him beat up. He got hit. Somebody threw a Heineken bottle and hit him in the chest.
Hit him in the chest?
Yeah. I never said that didn't happen. But he said I got him beat up.
To the chest did nothing to you.
He said I got him beat up.
First of all,
Rob jumped in the crowd after the dude.
Right here, his birthday party. He the highest shit going on out there, right? I don't understand this shit. One man be over here, we like, yo, we were AI, so many.
No, man, you was rapping. You was performing. You was performing, and there was a motherfucker in the stands that wanted the mic. And Ron was telling the dude chill, and then after he started telling him chill, the dude was like, fuck y'all, and then Ron just.
What I do know is he's a gut, bro. They threw so many glasses of Jack Daniels.
You got hit by.
That shit was so scary.
You got hit by a Heineken bottle.
They're going to jump routes.
See, man, whenever people talk about him tapping on the joint, see, I know him personally, so I've never known him as a liar. You know what I mean? And what people gotta understand, it's just like, listen, yeah, listen. But listen, I'm listening. Only thing, like the stories that, you know, where I wasn't there, you know what I mean? I can't confirm them. You know what I mean? All I can speak on the person that's telling the story. So I know he don't lie. He never lied to me. So when he's telling my story, that's what I go on. So he get him 99.9% right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got our ass beat, man.
That didn't happen. Everything. So if he calls getting hit by the bottle of ass for he got his ass whipped.
We played 70 games of stage. And we was in there for hours and we was so hyped to go to this spot. I don't know what the fuck.
One of the things I love about this
I just told you what
such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do
so it's
to
like
make the tackle and force the
everybody,
punt. That is so well done.
Yo, you remember what you told me in front of my Uncle Stevie house?
The offense still on the field.
Yeah, I don't do no swag with him. Look, I'm telling you, look, if you think about all the shit that he's done in his life and the places he's been and the events he's been to, and all the shit that go on in a motherfucker like his life, you cannot be totally accurate on everything. That shit get blurry. And then I know I drunk a lot. You know what I mean? But I remember being in front of my uncle, in front of Uncle Stevie house. I had the blue Bentley Azure.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup.
We were sitting out in front of the
go
joint.
win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on fourth down, and the QB seeing
you know what I mean?
throwing a strike.
And the first, I don't know what was your first color. And I remember, I know it wasn't the video because you know using the videos, you know, because I had when I was in Atlanta, I had everybody using my car video. But I remember seeing you in it. It was something they was doing, and he was driving the joint, and man, I was watching it on TV, and it fucked me up. You know what I mean? It felt so damn good because I was like, yo, like I was a part of it. Like he told me that he was gonna get him one of them joints, and you had the joint. You got the joint.
You know, I got the picture with him. He was like Fat Joe. This guy, you remember he was big, Jada Kiss. He was a little chubby.
Never like Fat
He was a little clumsy. I got the fucking picture, baby. I got the fucking picture. You can do pull-ups now with one finger and all that shit. But back then, you was eating that fried chicken, boy. Fucking some shit up. I got that picture. He get mad. I post that shit like every 3 months. You know, we like, me and Jada, baby. Why you posting that shit? shit, Joe.
I love when you play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Yo, do you remember that night though? You took no time when you took me. We couldn't find a hotel. You know what I mean? When you told that story, yo, that was crazy.
The right way.
Yes, you did.
But let me, I don't know about.
I think I had the game the next day though.
Yes, he did.
But they was
Listen.
Just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
What's the
window
lost
way
that
too
coach?
small. The guy was
He
not
thought
open,
I'm
so
smoking,
that didn't have a
drinking
chance
with
to
you
be
and this
complete.
and this and that. He told me one day we went to some Adam Sandler window and he said, Fat Joe, man, I'm so proud of you, man. How you? He said,
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
So he comes up.
And the
He got a game like
Hurricanes
Saturday.
come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
He got the drop top.
And you said I was driving. I was not
Fucked
driving.
up. All right, you wasn't driving, so
I never drove though. I never did.
Yo, come on, fellas. Come on, man. Number 99. All right, you know what?
Damn, Bubba Chuck has to
He probably doing the whatchamacallit.
Like smack.
Yeah, he is.
He said I threw up. I ain't never threw up. I never threw up drinking. Yeah. I remember you telling the story. I ain't never threw up drinking.
We pull up in my man's house in the funniest area of the block. The only place to go.
You remember that?
Yes.
Still
We
rock
slept on clothes. Yes. We slept on clothes.
Yo, that was crazy.
His house is so funny that they got clothes all on the fucking.
Gotta really figure this shit out. Something serious.
Yeah.
I'm ass nigga, man.
He got a game against the Knicks the next day. I wake up, he's gone. I wake up, say 10 in the morning, he's gone. I don't know how he did it. So I go to the Knicks shooting round. And if I'm keeping it a buck with you, we drank so much I had diarrhea the next day. Like I was fucked up.
And Jimmy's too?
Jimmy, I was too. That shit was crazy. And I go in, I'm fucked up. So I go to the game and purposely I'm not good. Like I said before, like
I think this receiver's
looking at shit out. We dropped like 41. Yeah, it was Joe Button C-style. You gotta stop
You think about it though. Think about it. That was couple times.
You remember the game you went to when Larry Johnson hit the 3-point shot? You remember that shit? He and AI was in it. We was just chilling and the guy just got out the play.
I am calling me AI.
Nah, it's just
It sounds crazy.
me and you. We
It's
went to the game. He was like, yo, Joe, you got tickets to the game? I said, let's go. He said, let's go. And they had just got eliminated the round before. And that's when your man Larry Johnson hit the shot when he went crazy. I'm sitting next to him. I've been looking to see if anybody got a picture that day. You know how legendary that day is? When Larry Johnson hit the 3-point shot.
It was the crowd. It was the way the crowd was crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking for you. Didn't find any receipts. You know, because now they try to stay intact. You know, now I got to bring the receipts out.
And you got all these legendary moments.
Yeah, you talking about in the history. In the history. In the history.
Bring the flags back.
Craziest. He wanted that moment, I think, because he just did original and do something else.
You gotta figure something out.
You
gotta figure something else out. Like they try to when I do commercials and shit like that, they try to give me a step over again, and I try to do it. I don't know how to do it because I didn't know what I was doing in the moment. Shit just happened. You know what I mean? But
yeah, man.
Like that, I knew who I wanted, and they talked to me and came to me and was like, yo, we're gonna do it like this. I said, oh yeah.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some
point. So legendary.
You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession. Bad for me to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than otherwise. This offense is
Come on, man. Yo, you gotta be kidding me, dog. You gotta be kidding me, dog.
Man, I'll tell you.
He goes in for the rest of his life.
Yo, I'll tell you a story about dude. He crazy, man. I'll tell you a story about dude. The next year, he put me through hell though. He was the best. You know what I mean? And Shaq and Kobe they were fucking with him.
His team's so much better than mine, bro.
It was like before the joint started, they was like,
I don't know where the fuck I went, bro. His team's so much better than mine, son.
And that's why we were getting at it the way we were. And I hated it. And I remember
and I'm down 12, and a couple of them drives, my guys just was ass. Guys getting stuck behind the lines forever. Dudes not running routes at all. Like, this nigga can't fuck with me with even teams, bro.
Right when we left off.
No way. No way he could fuck with me with even teams, bro.
We were in the backcourt. And I was talking shit to him, talking shit to me, ready to fight and all that. I was like, look, motherfucker, I said, you got that little ass $5 million a year, you know what I mean, because of me. And the motherfucker did some shit I would have did. He looked at me.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there.
And both of us just started laughing, and we've been like this ever since, man. That's my mom. Sometimes people, you go to war with, you build some certain respect. But you go to war with certain chunks that you don't respect, and you're like, yo, these guys sucker, but when you find a formidable adversary, you turn around, you come up out of it, you find a way to be men, you squash it. You got a different level of respect for them, and they got a different level of respect for you. Sure. That's cool. Who's the biggest, you say him, who's the biggest war? Like, what was it like when you started to ask questions, and that was going to be my answer. It was going to be him. The whole biggest war here. And then you asked me, what was it like? You know what I mean? So, you know, we've been your two birds in one stone. So, you know what I mean? Because I used to feel like, with me, Lamar Johnson was the same way, because, you know, as I told him, you know, 16, he gave me problems. Because he could back off.
Yeah, you know
what I mean? Just back off me. Yeah, you know what I mean? He could get a hand up. You know what I mean? Anybody else? Sean Prince said, but Kobe too. Kobe 6'6". And Kobe could move, like he could move lateral. He was a defense, but he was a dog. You know what I mean? So me and him had war, but like if you let aside, you know what I mean, especially like Marcus Banks. You're a hoop head, so you know, remember Marcus Banks, stocky 6'2". You know what I mean? He used to give me problems because he could move laterally. Then if I get by him, you know, he had to
y'all let this dude just slide right through there. Yo, what's happening, bro? Like, alright, it's man. It's definitely man.
Dude,
it's definitely man.
He gave me problems, but nobody really did. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really did, you know, if I had a bad night, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know what I mean? But I used to go through some war with Kobe. It was so different. To me, it wasn't fair. And to show you what type of dog he was, because he would guard me, but I didn't have to guard him.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than Saquon Barkley, the NFL's reigning leading rusher. I'm also the NFL's leading rusher. Hush up back there. Wow. I might have just said they're hushing you.
To the air. It's one.
Yo, how is he just throwing you? Like, damn, bro. Give me a fighting chance. Damn, the D-line just fucking y'all up. Only down 12. What the fuck? Damn, bro.
Close to you and feeling it might be biased on this because I felt he was unfair to you. But might have been some things you learned from the harsh realities and punishments and the way it felt like he looked at you from the inside out. If you was actually in the league and having to deal with rest in peace, permission and things.
The catch! Fuck out of here! Let's go! Damn, son, we gonna fight, but come on. D-Line getting their ass whooped.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
I ain't used to that.
I mean, he got to know me, you know, in the after.
Yo, AJ, stop switching off. You better than that.
Because David Stern, me and him became close later on in my career after taking time to try to understand who I really was. You know what I mean? A lot of times.
Yo, this like look at the Rowdy running, bro.
You know what I mean?
Look at the Rowdy running. He's not even running a fucking route. I don't even know how to make this shit go differently.
You know what I mean?
You're not running a route. Like, what are you doing?
You will get a chance to. It's just because you don't know. You know what I mean? Like I always use this analogy. You look at John Gotti. You know what I mean? He got the dapper down and he got the suits on. You know what I mean? He's smooth. So in the street, how do you get this? You know what I mean? Like, and it's their perception. You look at what's the movie, Reservoir Dogs. They go out there jewelry store, they have on suits. You know what I mean? Most times a woman walking down the street, she won't grab her first if she sees a clean cut guy walking down the street with a suit on. So the dude dressing like that, you know what I mean? Will grab that dude. You know what I mean? It was like David Stern, after he took the time to get to know me, then we became close. You know what I mean? And made rest in peace, man. I found out because I didn't like him. But I got to know him too, man. He was a beautiful man. You know what I mean? It was just perception.
You know, the man came to the Rocket through the TS team. David Stern came to the Rocket through the TS team. He came to he was real safe. Yeah, he was real safe with that shit. But let me tell you something, this Adam Silver, man, I love this commission, man.
Me too.
Special guy, man, when it all went down with George Floyd and all that. Yeah. You know, he always with the people, he always understand, he always with the culture. And I'm no goofy, but every time I see him, I just try not to be like, yo, commit, what's up? Because I really feel him as a person and how he tries to be right by everybody.
Yeah, the glass commissioner too.
He's cool.
Yeah. Okay. He was there. He was at the joint last night.
You know the word to lean back.
Hey yo, no, listen. When I did that bullshit ass rap album, when I did that shit, and you know I was doing that, but I was doing it because Rob wanted me to do it. I ain't never, man. I was
made me switch off again.
Shit now, but we don't spend the time in there. But the most embarrassing shit was when I did the album, I had to come here to meet with yes, and Bill Rattler came with me. He was the glass representative. So he was on my team. He had to, we wrote in the memo all the way there. First thing he was talking shit to me about, because I had a Indian jersey. I remember when we was wearing the jersey and shit back then. I had the Indian hat on. He was like, why you got on Major League Baseball stuff? You know, you're in the NBA. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then, out of nowhere, man, he pulled out a piece of paper. What was he doing? So, man started reading the lyrics. And I wanted to crawl up under the table. You know what I mean? I was so embarrassed, man. I mean, the curse words, everything.
You know, I was at the studio sessions, man.
Yo, man. Yo, that shit was so embarrassing. You know what I mean? But,
Stop, boy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Waddle.
We can use the money, but I'm going to keep coming back to this. We give it to a charity. I think they owe you back the rich. I think right now, everything AI is stood for. If we tell somebody every single point guard in the NBA somehow owns for them to be out. Or they're their idol, they want to win number 3. Or, you know, now they got cameras filming their clothes with their mom. You don't like that shit. Like, but you know you went through a lot. And now they dressing like him, and we celebrate.
No, but I took the ass whooping for it. Like I got you. Yeah, but the best part about it, they give me my flowers for it. You know what I mean? That's what I did.
And I was
but they respect it. They respect it. That's why I love them. That's why I'm watching the game before the game come on. I'm watching the red carpet joint. You know what I mean? Like it's a beautiful feeling, man.
Let me tell you something. Every time I watch, maybe I'm biased because of you, but every time, and I know they always big up like Shy. Whoever can, you know, I'm into that. So I love what they're doing, but every time, I'm not gonna lie to you, they walk in the tunnels, I'll be like, yo, they owe AI money.
Doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there throwing in time, getting into him in space and allowing.
It was worth it to see them do that, do his thing, to see them.
Let's do it, man.
Like that. When you look at the game, everybody on play, Frank was dressed. You know what I mean? I was 21 years old. Where the fuck am I going after the game while we need to see it? I'm going to the club. I'm going to Friday.
Going to Friday.
I'm going to, you know what I'm saying?
And I ain't never, like I said before, I ain't never worn no motherfucking suit. Do you got that documentary? You got that in the documentary Friday?
Yeah, so
This is every single game.
Close by 5, all these.
Yeah, DJ.
Everybody's been the
We're gonna figure it out. Find a way to get some dubs. We're gonna figure it out.
Home game in Philly, if you never went, I call it hit Friday. It was so lit, they booked me. I said,
they booked you on Friday?
I got broad days. And when it is Friday, after the game, it was off the
reserve table.
Come on, man.
What's up with the book, though?
It did good. I mean, obviously, that's solid. You know what I mean? We'll take less than a week. It's just my stories. It's kind of, it's basically like me, my mom, my sister, my little sister. It's basically our story. Like, you know, before any type of support system, with all of my friends, the good ones and the bad ones, it was us as a family. It was us. Like, literally, we all we got. Like, shit. You know what I mean? It was my mom. My mom had me when she was 15. She had me. Now, like I told you last night, she fucked the bag up because she would have had me 10 years later. The shit they getting paid right now, we would have said some of that. And now, me and my mom, we grew up together. Like, I used to go to basketball games when I was little kid. We were rich family, you know what I mean? We were always tight as a unit. And it just showed everything, man. It give you everything. It give you, you think you know, but you don't know. You know what I mean? And I love, like, having that platform to be able not to so much explain yourself or nothing, then just to be able to tell your story, regardless of how they accept it or not. You know, they don't have to accept it the way you want them to or anything like that. I always realized in my life coming up that, Chuck, there's going to be millions of motherfuckers that love you, and there's going to be a million motherfuckers that hate you. You know what I mean? You concentrate on the ones that like you. You know what I mean? You trying to sit around and explain yourself, you know what I mean, all the time, and explain every move you make and this, that, and the third. I was saying last night, like, everybody always talking about, man, if I was AI, I would do this. Oh, you're not. You know what I mean? If you wouldn't know being AI, then you're in trouble. You